Fuck you, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, that's the conversation we were having beforehand.
What's up, Beaners?
Hey.
We're talking a little Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Like
NBA season
everybody does.
got suspended.
Yep, that just happened. That just happened. I know this
For us.
I know for y'all are like, what the fuck? Of course, but for us,
This is the day that it happened.
breaking news.
Yeah.
This is breaking news. There's no more NBA, and we're supposed to talk about whatever the fuck. We're supposed to talk about some movie right now.
Yeah.
And
not
we're all
this
gonna
week's
die.
movie. Not the one you guys are here to see.
No, not the movie that you came to see, which thank you. I know you're excited.
No.
But that's not what we're here for.
No.
We're here to talk about last week's movie,
Little Shop of Horrors.
and we're also here to talk about coronavirus.
Yeah. Which we very much poo-pooed last episode. We were like, whatever, it's over there. And we filmed that episode like 2 days ago.
Yep.
And now we're filming this one.
Yep.
And we are
Deep in it.
Yeah. We are like, wow, we
Rudy
really
Gobert just got it.
underestimated how much it was over here.
Yeah, dog. They just canceled NBA.
Yeah.
Fucking Brennan Schaub's shows at the end of his tour just got canceled. We don't know what's going on.
Trump said no one's traveling to Europe.
Yeah.
That's a straight up crazy travel ban.
So we don't know if we're going to Europe at all anymore. European Beaners, what up?
Yeah, what up?
Stay safe out there, guys.
Yeah, the ban is supposed to end 3 days before the tour's supposed to start. So I
we're
don't
not
even know.
coming.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, I love you. Hey, we love you. Definitely he's going to reschedule because he's going to reschedule.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean.
life happened, guys. I don't think you can get mad at us.
Life really happened. Yeah. it didn't just happen. It fucking happened.
So as of now, don't get me wrong. As of now, we're still coming. Blah blah blah, all that good stuff. But
yeah,
we'll see if we're all quarantined in here in a couple days.
Yeah, we don't know.
But just if we are, just know beans will still be dropping.
Yep,
baby.
we filmed this in our house. You ever wonder, like, wow, the quality's kind of weird? That's because it's just us with no producers, guys.
But we getting better. And when I say we got big things coming, oh my goodness, Hassan, do we have big things coming?
We do have big things coming.
We have some big ass things coming.
We have some big ass things coming.
I mean, like literally big. Like literally big.
Like Audrey too big. He's
big
transitioning into Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey too big because Audrey 2 was
a plant who got huge.
That wanted world domination.
Yeah, which is hilarious. Yeah.
How funny is that?
Yeah.
That this singing plant.
Why not just send a bunch of plants down instead of just one and hoping?
Because all you need is one.
Well, that's fair. All you need is a patient zero coronavirus reference.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking calm down.
Yeah. That's a good point.
If I'm an alien plant race from another plant species and I can beam a plant anywhere I need to take over a world, yeah, I'm only sending one. That's how easy that is. That's how easy that would be. I'm only sending one, dog. That's how easy. That's how little I think of every other planet.
So you think, Earth is just like, whatever. We don't need to send a bunch.
One.
We don't need to send a bunch.
Nope.
You know what's crazy?
And he almost pulled it off.
This is one of the Amazon Prime facts on the side of the movie after it was done, after the credits. So the original ending, the plant is supposed to win, and then you pan back from the city and see that a bunch of plants have taken over everything. But what happened? Didn't test well with focus groups.
No.
So they were like, all right.
They gave it a subtle nod.
Yeah. We'll have the good guys sort of win this.
Sort of win.
Yeah.
But the nod at the end of the movie
is that it's there.
It's over.
It's over.
They're here.
Yeah, they're here. They've made it. And you know what? I think at the overall, the end of the movie teaches you a very good lesson of
what,
like
buddy?
You can move up in the social status as long as you kill a couple poor people. All you have to do is pretty much kill a couple poor people.
He killed nobody. Steve Martin killed himself. Steve Martin killed himself. The guy fell.
He killed 2 people.
Bro, he did not kill Steve Martin. I will stand on that.
He didn't kill
Steve Martin. He killed the other guy. He killed the other guy.
But motherfucker was gonna kill Steve Martin.
I don't think he had that in him.
You don't know that.
No, guess what? You're right, because I don't think he had it in him to shoot him, but he definitely had it in him to chop that nigga up.
Yeah. He was able to mutilate his dead body. Yeah, I don't think at that point. Hey, man, love is a powerful motivator. It'll get you to do some shit.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he did not kill Steve Martin.
That is a valuable lesson in life, though.
He didn't kill Steve Martin.
If you're able to step on the heads of poor people, you can move up.
He didn't. Those poor people literally stepped on themselves.
Steve Martin also wasn't poor. He was a dentist.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Mushnick was poor.
Yes.
Steve Martin was not poor, bro. That nigga was clearly, he lived in a poor part of town.
He was great.
Oh, he steals the movie.
He was great.
How great is he?
He was so good.
How good is he?
I couldn't help thinking, God damn, this guy.
It's funny as shit, isn't he?
This motherfucking guy.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's so funny. I mean, everything he did was funny.
The choice to play him as like this Elvis guy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And him being a dentist.
And that's a bad thing. That's
like
a thing comparable to serial killers.
Well, Well, it's like that's a scary. When you think about it, like a dentist, like a power hungry dentist. Ugh.
Well, I get. It's also supposed to be funny that like. It's funny. It's supposed to be funny that like dentists are supposed to be like. Think about every cartoon. Yeah. Dentist is always the bad guy. Like they're always scared to go. People are always scared to go to the dentist.
Right. In life, the dentist is the bad guy.
But in movies and shows, and it's been forced down our throats that the dentists are bad. Yeah. So I thought it was a really good twist that this guy who beats his wife and like he's like supposed to be an actual bad human being is also a dentist.
Yeah. It's also like the way I saw it's like it's usually like a mild mannered kind of profession. And
usually with the dentist is evil because he just hurt your teeth.
Right.
But he's actually not a bad person.
He's not like a big character. Yeah, there's very rarely
you just know that
the
dentist is a bad person.
Yeah. But this guy's
actually a bad person. But the nigga's a dentist. DDS.
Respect the DDS, you know.
Yo, he says that to her.
This is one thing I've thought because every musical we've done here has been a pretty good musical. This is a good movie.
We've only done critically acclaimed musicals so far.
Yes. And I feel like I've only really watched pretty good musicals in my life.
Uh-huh. We saw Book of Mormon together.
Yes, we saw Book of Mormon together. And then like the school plays or whatever, you're supporting your friends, so it's like
it's different.
It's
but yeah,
like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I mean?
I feel you. But like on a professional level, where people are getting paid.
Man, what is it like to sit through a bad musical? Like I genuinely thought because they were singing the downtown song.
Yeah.
And I was like, this song is awesome.
Amazing. And the choreography.
Choreography. Yeah, it was great.
Choreography was amazing.
Yeah, the choreograph was good. The choreograph be good. But
it be.
Yeah. But while I was watching that, I was like, thank God this is good. Because if this was a terrible movie and then I have to sit through some bullshit song.
It'd be interesting.
Like, can you imagine? Like, truly imagine just like a bad story and then a bullshit song.
Damn, how many people?
And then bad story.
How many parents have gone through what you're saying? And they're like, hey, yeah, I went to my kid's musical. They picked a shitty musical.
Yeah.
And they sucked.
Yeah, it was. Ooh.
Yeah. They doubled down.
Yeah.
You know what else? I mean, the musicals we have done have been great. I mean, I love this musical. I think Little Shop of Horses. I mean, it just is incredible. It's incredible. It's short. It's sweet. It's to the point. It's funny.
It's scary when he's like sneaking out past the plant.
Yeah,
I was like genuinely frightened.
Yeah, because you're like, bro, this thing is huge and it's fucking powerful.
This thing is huge. Very well done.
I told you it was like some Star Wars shit. Bro. I told you
that shit is. I can't believe. So
how well it holds up is crazy.
This is like a testament to movie making, right? They said at one point it took 60 operators to work the whole thing. And so in the scenes where it's Rick Moranis in the plant, because of how slowly they have to move their plant, and this is a testament to how great of an actor Rick Moranis is, he's actually singing and talking half the speed in real life. So he's slow motion to keep up with the plant, and then they sped it up in post.
Rick Moranis, you a bad motherfucker.
That's
dog.
Crazy.
You a bad motherfucker. That's talent.
Crazy.
I mean, beyond that, you're doing a musical. You can
and
sing.
You're singing.
You can act.
Yeah, and he's never really sung after this.
No, he just proved a point.
Yeah.
He just was like, hey, I just want y'all to know. Yeah. That was like a quick, like, hey, real quick, let y'all niggas know, don't test me.
Yeah.
Don't try your boy Rick Moranis. I can sing too.
Yeah.
Damn, he can sing well. Yeah, because when me and Sam were watching this, the whole time she was like, oh my God, Rick Moranis is amazing. I'm like, bro, he is really good.
The Plant is the best singer, I think. The Plant is an amazing
singer.
Well,
The Plant is a black guy.
Yes. Duh. The Plant is great. Every time the Plant sang, I was like, "This is awesome."
This is what I was about to say. This was dope about this musical, but compared to Oliver, which I think is the best musical ever, and the best musical we've done and we'll do. But this is right up there. This is up there with Oliver, but I still say Oliver's the best, and here's why. The villain in this, bro, is amazing. It's an evil plant. It's a boyfriend who beats his wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? These are great traits,
right,
for a villain. But they both sing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And which is great. It's a musical. It's a musical. I am on the side of the villain is supposed to sing. That's 100% what is supposed to happen in a musical. Why Oliver is the shit. The villain in Oliver,
Bill Sykes.
That nigga don't sing.
No, he's just fucking terrifying.
He don't sing. He don't dance. Everybody else in a musical, villains, and I mean any musical, go across the board, name a musical, the villain sings and dances. Because you have to know who the villain is. And through that's how you get to know the villain is through song. Because it's a musical. How the fuck else is he going to tell you who he is?
I'm the villain.
Exactly.
I'm the villain.
There's always a song about why you're the villain. You know what I mean? There's always one. Always.
These are my motives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, Bill Sykes, you didn't know his motives. No. You didn't know his background.
I'm Bill Sykes.
He didn't even say that, bro. He didn't say anything, bro. The nigga was straight up damn near didn't talk on some Terminator 2 shit. Which is, like you said, the scariest villain. A villain that don't speak.
That's so funny.
And so a villain that don't speak in a movie where everybody talks is scary. A villain that don't sing in a movie where everyone else is singing. Everyone else. So pretty much, bro, Bill Sykes is breaking the fourth wall of a musical.
Right.
He's like, it takes you, like, think about that, bro, because this nigga is taking you out of, this is supposed to be a musical. Everybody, because everyone is supposed to sing and dance. That's why it's a musical. That's why it's a musical. Everyone is supposed to sing and dance. It's a musical. For the villain to not sing, not dance, it is like, oh my God. You have now taken me out of the musical. Like, why are you so scary? It's because you're not playing by the rules. I'm supposed to know who you are. You haven't sung and gave me these are my motives. I am Thanos.
Yeah.
I have daughters, but half of the people should be gone. My daughters included. You know, like, we get to know his motives. Bill Sykes, bro, is just a fucking scary ass nigga, dog, who beats his wife and kills her.
Oh my God, kills her.
Just like on some Steve Martin shit. He's beating his wife and all that, but he's singing. You know his brand. You know he was
and he's like funny.
He's funny. He's dancing. He's dancing. Bill Sykes, bro.
Elvis.
Remember when they're doing the papa, that's how it.
And he's just drinking.
And she's trying to get him to come on, and he ain't. He's like, get the fuck off me. Mm-hmm. Takes you out of the musical. Because you're just like, it's like, dude, everyone else, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's almost like the actor's like, hey, come on. We're fucking, hey, do it. You know? Love it. But that was just when I was watching Little Shop of Horrors. I was like, man, this is so great. But I was like, man, why is Oliver just so... I mean, obviously, it's not trying to be funny. There's that.
No, yeah. Little Shop of Horrors is also definitely a comedy.
It's a comedy first.
It's 100% a comedy.
It's comedy first. I mean, nigga, the plan is trying to...
Oh, no, the scene...
Take over the world.
Also the scene where, like, look, the plant in the mirror, the plant in the window, I guess I gotta buy some roses. That shit is hilarious. That shit is funny.
Hilarious.
That shit is funny.
Bro, the plant's funny. The plant is like, who is this plant?
Yeah, why is this plant like this? Also, this plant could 100% just take butcher meat.
Yeah, bro. No, he want no. He said he needed fresh human blood. Fresh human blood.
He never said human. He never in the entire movie did he say human.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
But he insinuates human.
He just needs blood.
He insinuates human blood.
Insinuates human.
He insinuates human blood.
Yeah, but he never says it.
I mean, but it's never. He never also says like, "Hey, nigga, you bring me some tacos today."
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that plant eats humans.
Well, I mean, clearly it's humans.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I've been mad about? This is what I've been mad about. You know, so you know how I chop up the first nigga, and then I see you eat the second nigga whole. I'm like, hey, bro, why'd you make me chop up that first dude?
Oh, he was a growing boy.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't take the whole human whole. He wasn't that big yet. Derek.
You're right.
You did. I want to say this before I forget. You killed the girl's voice.
Sure.
Oh God, it was like.
Sure. Sure. Seymour. Bro, she's stupid. Fool.
Yeah.
The actress, I looked it up, was the Broadway actress.
What's the Broadway actress? Yeah,
Knew it. She was good. She was too into the character.
She was too good.
She nailed it too well.
And she did this good thing where, like, because her voice is very powerful. But she kept, for a lot of the time, she kept her character voice even through the song.
Yeah, the whole song.
I mean,
Seymour.
Like when she was hitting the big notes, the long notes, you can hear her real voice.
Oh, because she was like, oh, this bitch can Broadway sing.
Yeah.
It's like you can put this bitch in the opera.
Right. But then she was so funny.
She was great, man. Oh yeah, this is a great fucking movie, dog. Scary though, bro.
Oh, I mean, it's frightening. It's frightening. That plan is like legit scary. They did a good job of. It was filmed in the right time. It was if that shit was made in the early 2000s, that plant would be some bullshit CGI and it would look bad.
And that movie would suck ass.
Yes. And that's Little Shop of Horrors.
Don't get corona. Stay with us.
Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us on
Poston, Sanamad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation. We're back.
We never went anywhere, dude.
We're back.
Oh my God.
We are back. We are back.
Guys, I'm sorry he's still here. I'm working on getting rid of him.
We are back.
He won't be on the
Including me.
podcast within at least a couple months. He'll die from corona, or I will just, legally push him out.
No, you can't. I own 50% of this. Can't legally push me out. Unless I vote for myself, which, I don't know. Maybe I'm playing that game. You know what kind of business owner I am, baby.
Really not a great one. What's up, by the way? I'm Derek. Good to see you.
Derek.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have any graphic design needs?
You know what? I do.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you didn't fucking tell me about it. Anyways.
You want to know where I like to go?
Where do you like to go?
I only go to one place.
Oh, really? I think it's the same place I go to.
But hold on, let me tell you about mine.
Okay.
And then you tell me if it's yours.
Okay.
Because where I go is the best fucking graphic design a human being can get.
Okay, and
I mean, hold on, dude. I mean,
Okay.
seriously, it is so good. The cuts, the edges, the way it looks, the way it pops, the way it makes your eyes feel. Just
we're on the same
orgasm
page.
in your eyes.
Yes.
And his name, who does this,
Gay porn.
no,
Oh.
CheetoCon.
Oh, CheetoCon's great.
You use him too?
Oh, yeah, way better than gay porn.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's way better than gay porn.
Yeah.
CheetoCon, at CheetoCon.
CheitoKN at CheetoCon.
For all your graphic design needs, not gay porn, but man, it's just as good.
CheetoCon. He's way better than gay porn.
Or as good. Depends on
I guess.
the episode.
We're not judging.
I'm not judging.
No.
I'm definitely not judging.
CheetoCon at CheitoKN. CheetoCon for your graphic design needs.
That's right, baby.
A lot of slogans for CheetoCon.
Hassan,
Yeah.
usually this is the point of the podcast
What do we do? What do we do at this point?
where we tell the listeners, our fucking loyal Doyle beaners, our dates.
Yeah.
Our dates.
Yeah.
Guys, we don't fucking know.
We have no goddamn idea.
It's Coronavirus Day,
yeah.
which will be a national holiday soon. And and we don't know. We don't know what the fuck we're going, where we're going, and we don't know. So
Just
keep up with us. Follow
up
us
with
on
us on Instagram.
follow us on Instagram if you haven't already, which is fucking weird. If you listen to this and don't follow us on Instagram, bro, because we do stand up.
Yeah.
Come see us do stand up. That's what we do.
That's what we're like. If you like us on this, like that's the thing.
Then you'll really, I promise you'll really like our stand
Stand
up.
up is a thing we've been doing for almost 10 years individually.
Not this podcast, which has been what, 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Okay, so the podcast will never catch up. Does that make sense? We can do this podcast for 20 years. It will still not catch up to how good we'll be at stand-up. Come watch us do stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
I promise it'll be worth it. Follow us on Instagram, at Derek Poston, at Hassan Ahmad. And we love you, Beaners. God, I'm excited, man.
Yeah?
A lot going on. People are dying. Coronavirus. Rudy Gorbet can't play basketball or whatever, and now there's no NBA. Gorbet. I don't know. He's a fucking weirdo. Because he got the virus. What a fucking weirdo. Dude, do better, you know? No one else got it but you.
Don't think it's your fault.
It's definitely his fault.
A little bit, actually.
But all that going on, and
Well, don't touch the microphones like a jackass and get the disease, huh? If you're going to do that, don't get the fucking disease.
Rudy.
Yeah.
But all that's going on. But you know what else is still going on in the beans? And Hassan.
Right. What? What this time? What?
Really quick. Can you do me a favor before we jump into this fucking episode that I'm so excited about?
Okay.
Can you do me a favor, bud? Yeah. Oh, you can?
Yeah, I can do you a favor.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell me really quick, really fast, I mean, in a hurry, but then we'll get going,
Okay.
what you think happens in the film you've never seen? First Blood.
First Blood. Oh, shit. Is this a Rambo movie? This is a Rambo First Blood. Fuck. Is it a Rambo movie? Would it be? You know what? No, I'm making an executive decision. This is a Rambo movie. Okay. So, is this
Go
the
for
first?
it, buddy.
Is this the first one?
Go for it, dude.
Is this the first
You're
one?
already killing it.
I don't think it's the first one. Otherwise, it would just be called Rambo, right? You know what? I'm going to act like it's the first one because I have
it,
no
dude.
idea where this is in the series. So,
Wow, you're the man. Keep going.
You see Sylvester Stallone. Open on Sylvester Stallone. And, you know, he's like in a bar somewhere in Southeast Asia, just drinking his troubles away. Maybe he was like a fighter in Vietnam and he couldn't get over like what the fuck happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was in like a platoon or whatever the fuck, and like the head guy, the head of
his captain.
His captain.
His sergeant or whatever.
Yeah, whatever, however that works.
I guess it would be a sergeant probably.
Or lieutenant.
Lieutenant maybe.
Colonel. That's the thing.
One of those things.
Those
It'd
are
be
the
sergeant,
things.
lieutenant, or it'd be one of those.
Yeah. Was actually like a bad guy and was doing bad things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he just can't deal with that. And he didn't go back home because he's too used to war. And, he pretends like he's not into the war, but like he needs that sort of level of action in his life. And then, and it turns out he sees his old bad colonel again.
Oh, God, they keep pulling me back
in.
Godfather 3.
This time, the colonel works for like the CIA. And
I bet he does.
And they're doing some shady shit in the area that he lives in.
Okay.
So now Rambo has to now defend the people of the area that he grew so accustomed to.
Where he grew up. Wait.
No. He has to defend the people of this new place he's in. He's in
Southeast Asia.
In Southeast Asia.
Oh, so there's Asians he's protecting.
Yes,
okay, holy
Asians
fuck.
he's
Okay.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone back to. In my head, he went back to America.
No,
He's in
never
Southeast
gone
Asia.
back. Never gone back.
Sorry.
Never gone
He didn't go
back.
back. He didn't go back. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot this is your movie.
Yeah.
Some movie that you're making up.
You're the asshole. And then it's just him protecting his people and fighting against the U.S. government. Or the people that he's grown accustomed to. Or like.
And he's fighting against his old boss.
Yes.
Oh, what happens? How's the conflict resolved?
And then he figures it out.
Figures what out?
He sorry, my camera went really blurry for a second, and I was like, oh shit. No, he kills his old boss, and then and then he gets pardoned from the U.S. Like the U.S. government's like, oh man, you actually are a good guy.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And he saves the people.
And what Rambo was this?
This first one. It's definitely not the first one, but it's funny if it's the first one.
Jesus Christ, that's the one that's critically acclaimed, and the reason there's more.
Yes,
that's what you're saying.
Yes,
because the first one's like a
First one's like a Rocky.
Yeah. And that's your version.
That's my version of First Blood.
Dude, you are a goddamn champion, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes.
For First Blood?
Yes. Please tell me this is a Rambo movie, because then I'm going to seem like a complete asshole.
Credits roll.
Okay.
Sad, slow music playing.
Okay.
Piano. First Blood.
Okay.
Oh, do you still not know?
No.
We see a barn.
Okay.
A man walking down a dirt road, and he has a bunch of bags. And he sees kids playing down a hill, right? Like, camera angles from far away.
Right.
He sees kids playing down a hill. And you see him run down, right? And then he comes up, and then you hear him. You still can't see him. He's like, hey, he's asking for a certain man, and the kids are like, oh, they point, he lives that way. He's like, thank you. And then you see this guy, he keeps running with his bags, right? He walks up on a house. Sylvester Stallone.
Yes! Yes! Unless this is a Rocky I don't know about, I think I at least got the Rambo part.
It's next to a beautiful lake.
Lake, okay. I said lady for a second.
Lake.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he goes, excuse me, is this where Delmar Berry lives? This movie came out in 1982, by the way. Just to give you a frame of reference.
Okay.
Also, he wrote this one. He co-wrote. But
God,
you know what I mean.
Stallone's a
you know what I mean.
Badass,
dude. This guy's insane.
God, it's crazy.
This guy is fucking insane.
It's crazy to just do all that and not be able to speak English.
No, in this one he speaks.
Yeah, no, I'm just making fun of how he talks.
Oh, no. In this one, he sounds completely normal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's Rambo. He's not Rocky in this one.
Okay.
He's not. It's 1982, bro. It's the first one. See, this is the first one.
This is the first one.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Okay.
So he's acting.
Okay.
It's just like the first Rocky.
Okay.
First Rocky,
acting.
he's acting.
Okay.
That guy talks like that in the first Rocky.
Okay.
And this first Rambo, this guy talks like a regular person.
Okay.
All right. I thought that was very interesting. I knew you were going to say that. I was actually, bro, he doesn't do an accent. Because I was looking at it too, and I was like, well, I've never really paid attention that he just talks in this one.
You just assume. Because, like, the idea of Stallone is a caricature.
Because you're thinking of the later Rambos. That's what you think of the later Rambos. Well, he sounds like Rocky.
I think you just put on everything.
Yeah, everybody does.
Everything about what Stallone is.
Yeah.
You just put on all the old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because also now he sounds like Rocky and everything.
Well.
Which is funny.
Right.
It's funny that, like, wow, that's what you, okay.
Yeah.
But you go back and watch some of his old stuff, it's like, oh, no, he was talking regular in a lot of these older movies. You know what I mean? So, he ain't here, a black lady says. And then she tells her daughter, go inside, right? And then Rambo's like, look, I'm sorry, he was a friend of mine. He wrote this address down, and I had a hard time finding it, but my name's John Rambo. We served in Vietnam together.
Okay.
And she's like, you know, he's being super, like, she's kind of trying to ignore him, but he's being super nice and super friendly. He's just trying to figure out where this guy is. And then he shows her a picture of, like, their whole platoon. And he's like, and that's me, and that's Delmar right here. And she goes, well, Delmar's gone. And he's like, oh, okay, that's fine. I can wait. When is he coming back? And she's like, he died. And he's like, what? And she's like, he died last summer. And he's like, what the fuck? She's heartbroken. He's like, how? And the mom's like, oh, cancer. And he's like, what? And she's like, he bought it back from Nam. All that orange shit they were spreading around. At the end of it, I couldn't even lift him off his sheets. He was like, he gets super sad, and he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he gives her the picture, and he walks away. All right? This movie's awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 33 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
God damn.
Regarded as one of the like Die Hard, because then I looked at it I was like, man, I wonder what the critically 87% of Rotten Tomatoes, like 90% user. I mean, you know, everything high, and then murdered the box office. $15 million budget in 1982 made $152 million.
Well, yeah, you don't make
on a $15 million budget.
You don't make a franchise by not murdering the budget.
Oh, like, you murdered the budget.
Office. Yeah.
And then, I mean, the critical acclaim thing was just like, how about this? When it came out, critics hated it. Right, because they didn't want to like Stallone, and then as time went on,
even after Rocky, after he gave you like,
I know, right?
Did they hate that? Begs the question. I wonder if they hated Rocky when it first came out.
Maybe, I don't know.
Critics are weird like
that.
I
don't know. Rocky won Oscars.
That's a good point. That is.
This didn't win Oscars. This is just.
So why did they want to hate it?
This is critically acclaimed, like how Die Hard's critically lived. Like, oh, this was a part of the Rambo's a part of the lexicon of history,
of culture,
like culture, and that's why as time went on, it just made more money and more money because people were like, oh wow, this movie was way. They really realized how big it was when they released it on VHS, and they were like, oh, this was a phenomenon, not just like a. It's
so interesting that they wanted to hate it,
right?
Especially I feel like after you win an Oscar, critics should be like,
when it came out, critics hated it,
yeah.
And then as time went on, critics fell in love with it, and then it started coming, it started showing up on people's all-time lists.
Yeah,
that's when people were like, oh wow, this is like on everybody's all-time greatest movie of all time list.
So random.
Also, he has two of them.
Think of how much leeway M. Night Shyamalan has gotten from one movie, pretty much.
Yep.
And that one didn't even win an Oscar.
I know. His homeboy has.
He doesn't. I guess that's just people just don't want to like Stallone.
Two of the greatest movie franchises of all time, but the two originals. I mean, he wrote all of them. Then Rocky and Rambo. He wrote all of them. I mean, dude, just when you say that, you're like, all right, get out of here.
It's insane.
That is because you know how hard it is to write.
That's
insane, guys.
That's insane.
It's fucking insane. To also star in it is like, well, now we're.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The more we do this, the more you really realize how much of a stick up their ass critics have.
Yeah.
And this is someone coming from someone who's pretty critical of shit. It's like, damn, but like movie critics.
A good movie's a good movie, man. This is a great movie.
Stick up your ass.
Yeah,
relax.
This is just when you watch it, it's like, oh, this is tight. This is perfect. This movie's awesome. It's like a Die Hard. Like, oh, this is a perfect action movie.
Okay.
This is just they nailed it. You know.
I'm excited.
So you know he walks off. He's heading through the town, and you know he's walking on the side of the freeway, right? Just walking. And it's beautiful scenery, like trees and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you see where he is. Passes the sign, "Welcome to Hope, Washington." Okay, that's where he is. So we see a sheriff coming outside of the station in the morning, right? You recognize this nigga. He's been in a million movies, like big movies. I don't know his name, but he's been in a lot of big classics. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You recognize
in that time period?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 80s, 90s for sure.
Okay.
And so he's saying hi to everybody, and everybody knows him. Hey, Will. Hey, Sheriff Will. Sheriff Will. He knows everybody, all right? He gets in his cruiser. He takes off. He passes Rambo. He pulls out, and like they pass each other. And then, you know, he kind of stops and goes, whoa, hey, you visiting somebody around here? You know, because Rambo has on his war jacket, like his camo, is like his jacket, and then regular clothes on that, but he has on his jacket, and he has like the kind of bag you would think a Marine would have. You know what I'm saying? That big green junk.
Yeah.
So he has that, right? And he goes, you visiting somebody around here? And Rambo's
I think that's what it's officially called in the Army, or the Marines, the big green joint.
Junt.
Junt.
It's called a junt, yeah.
Junt?
Big green junt. Junt.
Big green junt.
Yeah.
All right. I'm learning.
It's okay, man. Military's hard. He goes, Rambo's like, no. And he goes, yeah, you know, you looking the way you do. Looks like you're asking for trouble around here, my friend. And then Rambo's like, doesn't say anything.
Sorry, what? In what part of American life, just knowing how we treat soldiers now, has anyone seen a guy in like military fatigues?
No, not fatigues. Not fatigues. Just a jacket. He looks like a nigga that was in Nam, bro, a homeless nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not
that
fatigues.
guy is looking for a fight.
No, but when you see the movie, you'll see what they mean. You don't. You got to put yourself in 1982 and let me get there. Because right now you're like, what? It's like, no. In this era of time, when you find out what this guy is really, this cop's mad about, yeah, it makes sense why he's questioning this thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, it's a good movie. So he goes, looking the way you're looking like you're dressed for trouble around here. And then he's like, well, you heading north or south? And then Rambo's just like, north. And he keeps walking, right? And he's like, well, jump in. I'll make sure you go the right way. And then Rambo kind of looks at him. And then he hops in. Fuck it, he hops in. Tells the cop he's heading to Portland. The cop's like, wait a minute, heading to Portland? You said you were heading north. And then Rambo just kind of brushes it off and goes, man, I'm hungry. Where can I eat around here? And the cop tells him of a place a couple miles out of town where he can eat. And then Rambo looks at him and goes, man, why are you pushing me? He goes, excuse me? He goes, why are you pushing me out of town, man? I haven't done anything. You don't ask the questions around here, chump. You understand me? I ask the questions. I'm the sheriff. All right? He goes, secondly, we don't want drifters in this town. We know your kind. Guys coming out of war, they drift and then they come in and he's like, you get one drifting homeless person, next thing you know, you got a bunch of them. I know how your kind work. You know what I mean? This is after Nam. That's what the problem is.
Okay.
They don't want, it's a small, clean, very clean, nice, pretty town.
Yeah.
So the sheriff is like, nope, nope. We ain't having no homeless people begging here and all that.
And it's not
That's what he thinks he is.
And it's not like now where we treat our homeless veterans well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a dude outside my place today. I stepped over him. I didn't even step on him.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he takes him all the way out of the town, right? It's a small town. It doesn't take him long to get through it.
Right.
Hope, Washington. It takes him right through it. And then he goes, hey, Portland's straight ahead that way. While you're there, you need to get a haircut and a bath. Maybe you won't get hassled so much. And kind of like laughs to himself like an asshole. And Rambo just looking at him, right? And then he takes off. He's like, have a nice day. And then he pulls back in the town. He's driving, right? So Rambo looks down the road, down the freeway. And his face gets real serious. And then he turns and he starts walking back into the town.
Oh shit, Rambo!
I know, right?
I
like. It was very much like Mad Max, where like, remember how she's driving? Mm-hmm. She's driving away, bro, and everything's fine. And then she turns left, and the dudes watching her like, hey, she's going like she ain't going the way she's supposed to be going. Mm-hmm. And then the movie is just like
it just changes. Yeah, so we're about to do something.
I like when it's like that though. I like when it's like, oh, it's just off one decision. That's it. It ain't even too much. The nigga could he have kept going? Been fine. But he was like, bro, I don't like the way this man was treating me, dog. Turned around. So the guy, he starts walking back in, and the dude looks in his rearview mirror, and he's like, this mother. He flips back around, comes back to him. Hey, where the hell you going? Rambo just keeps walking. Hey! He's walking. Hey! He pulls over like in front of him. He's like, show me your ID. And he grabs him. And Rambo's like, fuck off me, right? He doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks at him. He goes, you're under arrest. And he grabs his gun. Hands on the car. And then Rambo doesn't do anything. And he goes, I'm going to let you decide how you want this to go down. Hands on the goddamn car, boy. And Rambo doesn't say anything. Puts his hands on the car, right? And the cop's like, starts patting her down. He's like, you try to be nice to people. God damn it. And then he finds his hunting knife, and it's huge, like one of them nasty kind of knives.
Right.
And he pulls it up. He goes, now, why the hell do you have this? And then Rambo just goes, hunting. And he goes, what do you hunt with a knife like this? And then Rambo just goes, name it. Hard line. Hard, nigga, hard. Name it. I ain't even gonna say what you tell me.
Badass. That's badass.
Oh, that's a good line.
That's badass.
Oh, this was a award-winning novel, by the way, a best-selling novel before they made it a movie. Yep.
Oh wow.
I wanted to read the book. After I heard that, I was like, I want to read the book.
Have you ever read it?
No, I just found out it was I was looking it up, and that came up one of the facts. This
today, is like today.
It's a best-selling novel in the 70s, and then they made it 82.
Okay.
Crazy, right? I was like, oh, that's
random.
Cool. It's probably why it's so good. When you have source material, the movie can be really good.
It's also another skill set to like you can write your own original movie and you know how to adapt this book. Because like sometimes it's like,
oh, good point. I never thought about that.
That shit is hard. It's like because it's like when
to do it right too. This clearly was done right.
Well, yeah, if it's a classic, it's done right, right? Yeah. And because it's like so hard to adapt a book into a movie. When you really read a book, it'd be like how like Ready Player One, I thought did a terrible job.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie. And but you and Sam told me about how great that fucking book was.
Yeah. And how not even close to the movie it was. And so to get a book right, it's
you gotta stay close to source material.
The Harry Potter movies, they're great movies.
Nailed it. Lord of the Rings. Oh my god.
They really stuck to the books. They really kept to the books.
Absolutely.
I mean, Game of Thrones was great.
Oh my god.
The source material ran out.
You're right. And even still, they held on as long as they could.
Right.
I'll give them that. They held on, but they were hanging on. Mm-hmm. They were hanging on. This is like you could tell. It's like, oh wow, but yeah, I never thought about how hard it would be to even take. Because like, oh, he has a great book. I mean, the book's already great. So you don't want to ruin something that's already a best-selling novel. You're like, fuck, I don't want to fuck this up. People love it already, you know. And then to nail it, it's like, damn, you're right. It's
a different thing.
Stallone's a bad motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, really.
And then to nail the lead character too.
Yeah.
To make people who love the book to be like, oh, that's exactly who Rambo is supposed to be.
Well, I think now if you ask people, people would recognize Rambo more as a movie than they would as a book.
Oh, well, now because it was just one book, and then he turned it into a franchise, video games, graphic novels, all that shit.
Right.
But everything after that was about Stallone as Rambo, not the book.
Right.
He just,
That's fair.
But I mean, look at the vision this nigga had to take it that far. It's like, my God. So, you know, he brings him into the station. And, you know, he's telling the other cops, book him for resisting arrest and carrying a weapon. And clean him up. He smells like an animal, you know. And they're just kind of laughing at him, giving him shit. I love it. Good. He hasn't said anything. He said like a couple words, Rambo. The most talking he did was he was being nice to the black lady. Other than that, he hadn't said really, but like no, yes, you know, name it.
One-word answers to the sheriff.
Yes. So they take his knife and he's pissed. He's like, looks at him, he's fucking mad. And then he's paying attention to everything. He's looking at where they put his knife. He looks at where they lock up all their guns. He's noticing, like just clocking everything, like it's a Born Identity, just clocking it all. And then they ask him his name. He doesn't answer. And then they keep asking him his name. He doesn't answer. And then he has a flashback to being tortured at Nam. And the dudes were kind of doing the same thing. The Asian people.
Okay.
And they were like hitting him. You know what I mean?
You know.
Like,
again. You know.
That's what they were doing.
What were they doing again?
And so he doesn't say his name.
Are you sure they were Asians and not pterodactyls?
They might have been the aliens from Men in Black.
Yeah, because you sound like that. Yeah. That's funny. You heard that and you're like, that's my Asian person.
That's Vietnam person. So he goes, you know, one of the cops looks at him because he's not saying his name. He goes, "You're looking for trouble. You came to the right place, boy." And then another cop tries to punch him, and he fucking catches that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then all the cops jump up and they got their things about they're about to beat him. And then one guy who tried to hit him goes, "Calm down, everybody, calm down. You know, it's all right." And then Rambo lets go of his fist, and then they rip his dog tags off, and they're like, "So John Rambo, huh? John Rambo here's a soldier. Well, if you don't talk to me, I promise I'll make you talk to me." Right? And this guy's right in his face, and he goes, "I'm starting not to like you." John doesn't say anything. So a guy takes his tags, and he goes upstairs to run him. Right, so now they're trying to fingerprint him. He's giving him a hard time. He won't let him. They keep trying to do it. He's just being annoying. He's not doing anything physical. He's just not letting them but they're just not letting him do it. And they're gonna goddamn beat you, you son of a bitch, you know. And then the sheriff comes down and he yells at him and goes, you know, "You're gonna show up in front of that judge tomorrow. You're gonna be presentable. So clean this animal up." You know what I mean? So Rambo gets in his cell and they take off his shirt and he has crazy slave marks on his body, some Django Unchained shit. I mean, just like straight up tortured. And also he's shredded. This nigga looks amazing. Oh my God. He must have just got on the roids. He must have 1982. He must have just started using them.
So this is just like first roids.
First shred, like first shred. It ain't first Rocky anymore. Our boy is shredded now.
He looks like not natural anymore.
No. Looks natural, but he's just shredded.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It just started.
Okay.
Just started. But he's cut. He's cut up. But it looks like how Camille Nanjiani's cut up, or how Chris Pratt's cut up. It doesn't look like where you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like Rocky 4. No, we're not there yet. We're not there.
Rocky
We're in 82.
4.
We're in 82.
Yeah.
We ain't there yet.
Rocky 4, Ivan Drago's fighting a steroid.
Well, he is. It's a steroid on
It's
steroid crime.
Steroid on steroid action.
So as he's getting undressed, the cop who, you know, is like, "I'm starting not to like you," the one who's been hit talking shit, comes up and just beats him in the back and starts kicking him. Right? And the other cops are like, "What was that?" And he just doesn't say anything. He goes, "Clean him up." And he spits on him and he laughs and he walks off.
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ.
So they make him get naked and they hose him down like a black person. You see Stallone's butt, which is pretty cool.
I mean, the whole time I've been like, they're kind of treating him like a black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hardcore.
Yeah.
Hardcore. So I bet in the 80s, black people actually really love this movie.
Right. I can see that.
And
it's a fight against authority. There's like that.
And he's getting like clearly wrongly done. And it's like, I mean, come on. So they're hosing him down. One cop is feeling bad the whole time. The others are just laughing, right? There's always one cop who's just like this. But I get it. There is always one person who's like, "Oh man, I don't know about all this, guys. Jesus fucking Christ.
This is also a lot.
This is just a lot. I came into work.
He also didn't do anything
wrong. He hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah. All he did was walk into town.
He was hungry.
Yeah.
He said a couple times, "I was hungry."
Yeah. Well, you know, to be fair, this is how you stop a coronavirus.
This is how you do it, guys.
You just
pay attention.
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah. Just beat all the newcomers. That's probably floated across his desk, huh?
So they sit him down and they bring a razor out to shave him.
Okay. Oh.
And Rambo's staring it down. And he starts getting all nervous, starts sweating real hard. And then he starts remembering being tortured in Nam. Same way. They're holding him down and the guy had the knife and they're That's how they're slicing him. You know what I'm saying? And he's flashing back to that and he's coming back and forth. And he's getting scared as shit. And then they go, come on, take it easy, partner. We're just going to shave you. And then he's like, And then he screams, And then he gets up and he kicks a guy in the nuts. And the guy goes, oh! And then he, boom, elbows another guy. Fucks another guy up. And this is like, I love the fighting in this first one because it's not like how the later Rambos or how like the later Rockies.
So it's not
first
like
one's
cartoony.
realistic. No, like how the first Rocky's realistic. It's like, damn, this is like just a dirty fight would be, bro. If you saw a great fight like back in the day, like Hitman Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard, where it's just like, oh wow, they're just hitting the shit out of each other. Like there was no, they weren't playing defense. Oh my fucking God.
They're just,
you know what I'm saying?
Bam.
Ali Frazier, where you're like, oh my God. But those were like, where are those wars? You think about those boxing wars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But first ones, I like that because it's like that. And then this movie, the first Rambo, it's like the fighting is very realistic. It's not like the later ones.
Okay.
So he's fucking these niggas up off pure training, off pure like, oh, this is what a Marine would do to like some cops who were like on their
like
ass.
some weird PTSD flashback.
Oh yeah, and he's an actual that kind of Vietnam vet, like that motherfucker though, like was in the shit. You know, we don't even know how bad this boy is yet. So.
Yeah, they really did some fucked up shit to those people.
Right.
John McCain couldn't lift his arms.
Oh God.
It's crazy.
Crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
So they're like, son of a bitch, get him. And he starts fucking up the guy who beat him up, right? And then he runs through the station easy, fucks up a couple other guys, throws a guy out, just grabs a guy, fucking tosses him out the window, grabs his knife, fucking dips down another guy, fucking takes out his knee, fucking hits another guy. Poof, he's outside. I mean, this shit's all like, get off me. Boom, 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 get off me. Boom, 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 get off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, about what it would take if you one-on-one with a motherfucker who's like, oh, shit, I fucked up.
Ooh, we shouldn't have pushed this guy.
Like, not no John Wick shit where it's like, ooh, or Batman. It's like, no, this is like how a motherfucker would fuck you up in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't kill the niggas, but all of them would have just been like, fuck, that hurt. You know what I mean? That guy fucking hit the shit out of me.
That guy destroyed us.
Yeah, easily and quick. And while on the move, all the time he was moving. That's what makes the scene look so like dope. He runs outside, he fucking waits, and he throws a guy off his motorbike. He steals a motorbike, fucking, he's off. You know what I'm saying? Cops all get on their cars, they're chasing after him. You see him flying through this small town, right? And then he cuts off like the freeway down a dirt road, and the sheriff is now behind him. He's chasing him. He takes off through some fields, cuts through a forest area. The cop is like, damn. So the cop comes around and cuts him off another way. And when he tries to cut him off, the cop kind of misses and falls off the cliffside, like the car, right? So Rambo goes up a mountain and he gets as far as he can. And then he fucking jumps off his bike, catches himself, like kind of falls down a little bit and then catches himself. And then the bike's falling and then he starts just kind of like running up the mountain like that. You know what I'm saying?
So the cop falls off a cliff?
No, not like the cliff, let's say, is like, not a cliff where you die. We're talking about like, nigga, a cliff like this where like it's like this fall of a drop. So like
okay.
He tries to cut him off. Like Rambo's coming out the forest like this. He's trying to cut him off like this. But as he does, he kind of goes too far and just goes.
So he doesn't like die.
Then, like he goes like this.
Okay.
So now Rambo just keeps going up this like and then he gets as far as he can and then he kind of like jumps off, starts hoofing it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
So the cop gets out the car and he's just like, God damn it, like that.
Motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yo. Classic movie scene. Does he do this?
Yo, he literally goes, I know you can hear me. You're finished. You've gone as far as you're going to go. Rambo just keeps running, bro. Rambo, he runs up, he sees some wiring. Grabs it, starts balling it up, right? Keeps running. He goes to this abandoned truck, starts checking everything, finds a blanket, immediately takes the blanket out, starts cutting it up. Like, I just like it's just like instinct. It's all, I love this, like, damn, but that's dope character. Like, this nigga it's all instinct. He doesn't even think about this shit. This is how he survived. He's been here so many times.
Oh, it's just like, when you're in war, you just hit the play button. And there's no.
Remember you said that.
Okay.
When you're in war, you hit the play button. We'll come back to that.
Okay. When you're in war, you hit the play button.
Okay. Deep shit, because love that you said that.
Because you can't, there's no reviewing, there's no rewinding. You just got to fucking go.
Fight or flight.
Yes.
And you are in fight.
One of the craziest things I saw about war, the show Band of Brothers.
Yeah. People love that show.
It's aired before everyone's famous. Jimmy Fallon's on that show.
I've heard.
And they're talking to one of the guys, and the guy's like, "Oh man, how do you survive this?" And the guy who's like, "I've only watched the first couple episodes," but the guy who's like made it so far is like, "Oh, dude, I'm already dead. You just gotta live like that.
That's how you survive.
That's how you survive. Oh, I'm already dead.
Oh, there's a bullet coming in my head. There's a bullet coming in my head every day.
So just keep moving, press play, do what I got to do until I'm dead.
Because it doesn't matter anyway.
It doesn't matter. And that's crazy, and hopefully I'll never have to live with that.
Well, you never will. You'll die way before you get there, buddy. So the sheriff tells the cops.
just for that, I'm going to war, baby.
Oh, God, dude, please don't. The sheriff tells the cops that, he calls in and tells them where he is. He just went up the mountain to, bring the dogs. We're going to catch this son of a bitch and get a chopper up here. We're going to get him. So Rambo's, he's making himself, out of the brown thing he cut up, he made himself a little poncho. To get warm and shit, because it's Washington. It's kind of cold. It's cold, So he's fucking,
depressing ass, weather.
Yeah, yeah,
for sure.
So he does that up. He starts climbing up the waterfall. The cops and the dogs, they're on his tail now. All right, and they're talking about how dumb this guy is. Oh my God, doesn't he know where he's going, what he's doing? Oh my God, we're gonna catch him. They're just clearly talking. They're idiot cops from a small town.
They're a little cocky for someone who've just for people who've just collectively got their ass beat by one person.
One cop nervously says, I don't know, guys. He went through us pretty easily back at the station.
Yeah. I like this cop.
This guy might be a problem, and the other cops are whatever, People are cocky don't answer for small towns, fool.
Yeah.
People be cocky like that.
Big fish, small pond.
Oh, bro, you think you a baddest motherfucker, dog. You think you the baddest motherfucker. So Rambo finally gets as far as he can go, right? The cliff ends, and it's just a drop-off. And he looks up, and he sees the cops are coming on him, and he's like, fuck. So he starts scaling down the side of this cliff. Just scaling down. He slips a little bit, but catches himself, and he's just pure, strength, just scaling down, piece by piece, small, a little bit at a little bit. He's heading down. He sees a chopper coming his way. The guy on the gun, there's a guy flying the chopper, and the guy on the gun in the chopper is the dude who beat him. Remember the dude who beat him?
Right.
And he's got a big black eye and a bloody nose. Rambo fucked him up, And he's got his gun, and he shoots at him. And the pilots go, hey, what are you doing, man? You can't, you're not supposed to be shooting at him. We're supposed to just spot him, And he goes, just hold it steady. You don't fly this thing right, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you too. And the pilot's like, dude, come on. You know what I mean? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, yeah. Relax. What? So he keeps shooting and he's missing, right? And the sheriff is keeps calling him hey, what's going on? I hear gunshots. Shh. Hey, Ames, what's going on? I hear gunshots. And he's fucking finally lines up on Rambo, and he's got him lined up. Rambo's looking at him. Rambo just pushes off and jumps off the cliff. Fucking falls, goes through branches, fucking boom, catches one. Fucking drops, right? It's so real. It was damn, bro. And then he's gets up, and he just fucking pushes himself back to against the tree, right? And the motherfucking dude goes, hey, soldier boy! Keeps shooting at him. Rambo's looking. He sees a rock next to him, right? He's holding this arm. He goes, he grabs the rock. Right when the guy goes to reload, he fucking steps out. Fucking nails the chopper. Boom, that shit hits the glass, right? The pilot goes, oh, shit. The guy goes, oh, fucking falls out the chopper. Oh, poof, lands on rocks.
Well, he deserved that. You deserve that. You 100% deserve that. You took shots when you weren't supposed to. You missed like a fucking idiot.
Like a dumb bitch.
Yeah. If you're going to do that, you got to hit.
And you know how you died? In the fucking number one rule of it all. Wear your seatbelt. Always wear your seatbelt.
Yeah. Oh, my God, you small town cop pussy. You deserve that. You absolutely deserve it. Yeah, you pussy. You deserve that. You deserve that 100%. Yeah. You reap what you sow.
So the sheriff, he looks down, he spots a body on the rocks. He's like, no. And then you see Rambo. Rambo runs, bro. He gets the coat off the nigga, gets his gun, he takes off, And he's like, no. And then he sees it's his boy. He gets some binoculars, and he's like, Jesus Christ. So Rambo gets to where he's supposed to be. Adrian, he's shooting. He gets to like a little corner, right? And he takes out his knife. He unscrews the bottom, and out the bottom is like a needle and a thread, and he fucking starts sewing his fucking arm up that he landed on the branch on. And that shit is, it's fucked up. It's bloody.
Yeah.
But it's damn, that nigga took a nasty fall, but he would have survived that. If he landed the way he landed, he'd be like, damn, it would have hurt.
He fucked his arm up.
It would take a real man to keep going, but woo, you can survive. So the cops they're now pissed, right? They're pissed. They're looking down, and they see Rambo is there. And they all see him, and he walks out, he's got his hands up. And then they all got their guns on him, and then one guy goes, he got his hands up, sir, he's got his hands up. And Rambo goes, one man's dead, not my fault. I don't want any more hurt. And then they go, just give yourself up. He goes, but I didn't do anything. And they go, give yourself up right now. He goes, but I didn't do anything. And they go, fuck it. And they all start shooting at him. And then one guy grazes him. He goes, fuck, right? And then he dies behind the rocks. So now his head's bleeding, right? And he gets grazed. And now he's pissed. He is fucking really mad.
Oh, he wasn't mad beforehand? He was just sort of chilling?
He was kind of.
That's crazy.
He just didn't just give himself up. He was kind of thinking it would be over right then.
Right. Okay, so now the guy who's killed somebody, kind of.
Who?
Rambo, who's ran through your whole fucking unit, killed somebody, now he's mad.
He's a little upset now.
Oh.
You should be a little nervous.
Oh.
So they call it in, right? They go, we think we hit him. Run down and check, right?
Mm-hmm.
They call it in, and a guy says the chopper is leaving because there's going to be a storm. And they go, also, this guy's background just came in. Sir, he was a Green Beret, war hero. Medal of Honor, Medal of Valor, like everything. Like, you know what I mean? And then the cop's like, oh, shit. And then they go, what should we do? And he goes, the sheriff gets all like ego and he's like, well, you go get that fucking chopper and you bring it back here right now. I don't give a goddamn about the weather, right? And then he goes, and then one of the other cops looks at him and goes, hey, sir, Sarge, those Green Berets are badasses. I think we should let the state police handle this. And he the sheriff guy grabs the cop and puts his face right in front of the dead body and goes, this is art. This is our friend. We were friends before you wiped your goddamn nose. Do you understand me? And he throws him. He goes, I'm going to pin that son of a bitch with or without you boys. Right? And they're all looking at him and now they're nervous.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Sheriff's great. The sheriff's great. He kills it. I mean, I know he's being a dumbass, but he's a great villain. You need this kind of villain.
It's like
you need this to drive. You need that guy from Iron Giant. You need that guy that's just like, fuck, bro. You are just relentlessly an idiot.
Okay.
But that's what you need, though.
Yeah.
Because if anybody has common sense, the movie's over.
Ego. It's ego.
Yeah.
The ego's so big.
Huge. Small
Crazy.
town sheriff. This is your town. The idea of someone coming in and like you can't control them is like blowing your fucking mind. You know. So, you know, he's like, I'm going to finish this with or without you. Cut to Rambo. He's literally just sharpening sticks. Like, I mean, so many of them. Just going so fast. Clearly he's done this before. So they have the dogs, right? And they keep going. They're looking for him. Thunder's getting louder and louder.
And the helicopter's still out?
Huh? No.
Okay.
Now like, they're just going to looking for him on their own with the dogs.
Right. Terrible idea.
They go, there he is. And they see like a shadowy figure. And they let the dogs go run up on him. And the dogs start running. And then you hear pop, 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 3 shots. And both dogs go, and then one of the guy who released the dog goes, and he gets hit in the leg. He shoots all 3 shots.
Ooh.
Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And they go, shit. And they all duck down. They go, he's got a gun. Oh, fuck, he's got a gun. God damn it, he's got Art's gun. You know, and they're looking, but they can't see him. And then they realize that the figure they were looking at was just a scarecrow he set up. I'm out. Right then, I'm like, out. This nigga had enough time to set up a scarecrow.
Hey.
Out.
Whoa. First of all, if you're not leaving then, you're crazy. You should have left when he took down the helicopter with a rock. That should have been like,
the helicopter was fine, but he killed a nigga. Yeah.
He won a fight with a helicopter.
He won that fight.
With a rock.
Helicopter got too close.
Yeah, at that point, I would have been like, huh.
He knows the distance a helicopter can be.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not even going to be a cop anymore. I'm done.
No,
I'm going back to
in
school.
Hope, Washington, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm going back to school. I'm moving it back with my parents. I'm figuring shit out.
Come on. So they're like, they send another dog to go find the real, like, right? Another dog. Because it's 3 dogs. They send another dog.
I love stand-up.
Okay.
If at any point someone set up a fake stage that I walked towards, and while I'm walking towards that stage, I got shot, I'd be like, oh, I'm done. I'm done, baby. This job ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy that these people are
their
still
job is
going.
police officers.
Yeah, still, get out of there. Get out of there.
So they send another dog, and they immediately hear that dog like that, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, shit. And then the sheriff goes, well, he's out of ammo. They go, how do you know?
We're out of dogs.
And they go, how do you know? And they go, because he would have killed the dog with the bullet. It's like, damn, good point.
Ooh, okay.
You know? And then he goes, we're gonna get on top of him, skirmish him, 50 meters apart, boys, spread out. Let's hunt him. And they start going, and then the nervous cop goes, man, we ain't hunting him. He's hunting us, boys. And then they keep walking, right? I mean, yeah, he is. Also, that's the same cop who would have been like, hey, bro, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. So they start going through the woods. They're all nervous as shit, right? One walks right past Rambo. Like he doesn't see him. You don't see Rambo. You don't see him. This guy's just walking. And then out of dressed up as a bush, because this nigga he had the poncho on, He's got his head down. He's got leaves on his head, and this nigga tied leaves on his back, bro. And this nigga just stabs the guy in his knee so fast. The guy's like, ah, and then he's off. The guy's like, oh, well, sheriff, help. Rambo, Rambo go hides, and then another guy comes up on that guy. Rambo jumps down from like a little tree stump, fucking stabs that guy in the legs. The guy's like, oh, fuck, God damn it, sheriff. And the sheriff's like, hey, boys. And then one guy he sees Rambo, and then he goes, I see him, boss. And then he shoots, and then Rambo moves, and then he shoots another one of his boys. Sheriff. And the guy's like, oh shit, right? And then as that guy who shot, he turns around, he starts running, fucking shank. You know those all those sticks he was sharpening?
Yeah.
He set up a booby trap that would go shunk on your legs like that with 7 of those sticks. So there's just 4 sticks stabbed through his legs. And he's like, sheriff, right? Oh yeah, this is all happening like that. Oh yeah, this nigga's Batman, bro. Real life, but all these movie traps seem very plausible. They're not crazy. They're damn, bro. A vet, a Vietnam Green Beret nigga would know how to do all this easily.
Also,
easily.
Those sticks is something that the Viet Cong used against the U.S. soldiers. Those sharpened sticks, they're like pungi sticks or something like that. Yeah. But what they used to do is they used to fear them with their own shit, so that when they stab you, they'd also infect you. Isn't that wild?
Golly, bro.
That's wild.
Terrifying. So the sheriff runs up. Oh my God. And
imagine you're just 18 and just have to
18, 15,
deal with that.
15, nigga.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Asian kid or the
No, I'm talking about
Americans?
I'm just talking about the American kids dealing with that.
The Asian
15, the
kids are way
15-year-old,
younger.
you're doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a whole another mind fuck. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I was too busy thinking about us. I forgot about them.
So sheriff runs up and he sees one of the guys on his trap, and he's like, Jesus Christ. And he pulls him off, right? And he goes, I gotta go find the other guy, right? And one of the other men, and he goes off looking for another guy, and he finds him, and the motherfucker's hung up on a tree like this, with the rope around his neck, just oh, sheriff, help! Right? And he's like, Jesus. And then right there, Rambo runs up on him, has the knife on his neck, and he goes, I could have killed them all. You too. In your town, you're the law. Out here, I'm the law. And the guy's looking at him, and he goes, don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe. Just let it go. And the guy looks at Rambo again. He goes, let it go. He's all gone. The motherfucker cop drops to his knees, starts crying, just breaks down. Great acting. The dude motherfucker breaks down, bro. Just you know what I mean? Really, oh, you thought you was gonna die, bro.
Yeah.
That's where you took the character to that place. Oh, he's about to die. This is what he would feel. Oh my God, this guy overpowered me as a man. It wasn't nothing I could do in that second. And in that moment, I had to be like, damn, he could have killed all 6 of us. He didn't, and he could have. Easily. He just chose not to. He chose to fuck us all up indefinitely.
Well, yeah, he's definitely changed some lives.
Oh, everybody's walking different, son.
Yeah. Well, not the sheriff.
Everybody else is walking different.
Yeah. Ironically, the guy who made the decision to keep pressing, his physical being is fine.
Yeah.
Which is very metaphorical of what war is, huh?
Oh, exactly what war is.
Yeah.
So now there's police and ambulance, of course, all over the woods. News cameras. Now this is a national story.
Right.
This is huge. The sheriff's getting worked on, and he just looks fucked up. He's just sitting in his thing like this because all he sees is just watching all of his men get put in the ambulance, just fucked up, screaming. They're stabbed in the knees. You know what I'm saying? By hunting knife.
They got destroyed.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
So the news is talking about how John Rambo is now hiding in the woods. What remains to be explained is how this all got started in the first place. What made this happen? And word now is the fugitive will be in custody within a few hours, right? So another cop is telling the sheriff and another lead cop in a tent that he was one of the low cops was like, hey, I was down there when they were IDing him and getting him ready. They were kind of being rough with him, if I'm being honest. And the lead cops were like, God damn it. And then the sheriff goes, what does it matter? That's all bullshit. He's not the law. I'm the law. I handle problems down here. And he's going off about how, even if they were handling him wrong, he shouldn't be doing all this because we're cops. He needs to respect the law, Well, and then he looks at him and he goes, God damn it, what would possess a God to make a man like John Rambo? And then you hear a guy go, God didn't make John Rambo. I did. And the camera, it's an action movie, son.
Yeah.
Camera pans over. It's a colonel. It's a colonel.
Colonel.
Colonel. Well, it's spelled Colonel, so that's how you want to say it.
Yeah, every time. How do we get Colonel from that?
Who knows?
Did you learn how to say that from Clue?
I don't remember.
That's how I learned that Colonel was spelled like that.
Probably. I don't remember, but probably.
I was like, who's Colonel Mustard? And then my friends looked at me like I was an idiot. And I was like, how am I an idiot? It's spelled Colonel.
Because you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Oh, well, not.
Well,
I don't like, what is this character?
You're an idiot.
Oh, no, I'm not.
So the Colonel walks up and he goes, I came to get my boy.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, your boy? And he goes, yeah, I had him for 3 years. Vietnam. Rambo is, and then they go, well, and the guy cuts him and goes, Rambo's a civilian. He's my problem now. And then the guy, he's like, I don't need you here to help him. And he goes, I didn't come here to save him. I came here to save you from him. And the sheriff looks at him.
Would I recognize him?
Colonel, yeah, he's been in movies.
Okay.
Like just like the sheriff.
Okay.
A lot of hits from that time.
Okay.
So he goes, I can't believe, and then the Colonel looks at him and goes, I can't believe he let you guys live. And the sheriff's like, whoa, that's great. And he starts arguing with him more, telling him how like we don't need him and we could have taken him out. Like, just ego, just pure ego.
Right.
And then the Colonel tells him how like you don't know what you're up against. This man Rambo, he ignores pain. Weather doesn't affect him. He can live off the land for months, years. He can eat things animals can't. His job is to kill. Period. And Rambo, he was the best. Cut to Rambo hunting and killing a pig. Just hunting and killing with his bare fucking hands.
Jesus Christ. What is he, Joe Rogan?
Yeah, actually. Yeah. And then he looks at him, he goes, so what should I do, Colonel, huh? Just let him go? And the Colonel goes, for now. Just provide a gap, let him slip through. You'll pick him up in a couple weeks in Seattle. No fight. I'm telling you, that's how these men operate. You just got to get him out of the fight mode. He's in fight mode right now, Yep. So they send people after him, right? You send people after him, they're going to get killed. And then he goes, what are we suspected to do, Colonel, huh? We're suspected to not do our duty because we're a small town. We can't handle it, huh? And then the guy goes, you want a war you can't win? Want a war we can't win? 200 against 1, Colonel. You think he can take us? Let me tell you something, Sheriff. You send that many, you better have a hell of a lot of body bags. The sheriff kind of looks at him, and then he goes, I'll tell you this.
Damn, he can win a 200-1 fight.
Easy. He's a Green Beret.
Yeah.
200, no, these 200, yes.
These 200, yes.
Easy.
Small town.
That's what he's telling him. He's like, hey, you guys don't have the brain power.
And the basic training.
Basic training. But he can fuck you guys up mentally. Like, y'all ain't even. He's going off instinct. Y'all are trying to think of shit.
Y'all are clearly small town idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude is literally surviving off like that. Yeah. Snapping thoughts. You can't keep up with that. He's going to fucking murder you.
Fair. Very fair.
So, the guy goes, look, I got an idea. The sheriff goes, you want Rambo out clean? Follow me. So you see Rambo that night, right? He's got a fire going. He's roasting his pig. And he's in his like little tunnel coop. And he's got one of the cops' radios. And so he's just listening to all the chatter. Yeah, he's thinking he's fucking around.
So many steps ahead.
Oh, miles.
Yeah.
So they're speaking to him. They're like, Rambo, come in. Come in, Rambo. You're surrounded. You have nowhere to go. He says, we know you're a war vet, so we'll take that into consideration, but come in. And they just keep saying this. This guy just saying this over and over. And then they ask the Colonel to talk to him. Like, will you talk to him? Will he listen to you? And he goes, I can try. And then they go, well, if you do it at least, we can get a fix on him. You can set him up for us, right? And they all start laughing. And then he laughs, the Colonel, and he goes, set him up for you, huh? like bringing the pigeon to the cat. And he grabs the radio. It's like, bro, if I'm the sheriff, I'm like, man, yo, when is enough?
At some point, you've got
when is enough, bro?
At some point,
this Colonel is like, oh, I'm bringing the pigeon to the cat.
Every corner we go, this guy is fucking us up. At some point, he's gonna be like, maybe other people.
And now his boss is telling you, like, hey, dude, he's smarter than me. I have no shot.
But you're right. It's like the Iron Giant guy. It's the guy, at the end of the day, the guy ended up sending a nuke at himself.
Goddamn right.
And that's what people really are.
Oh, I love that's why people love that kind of villain. It makes a good villain. I mean, if you are writing a villain, it's like, oh, it does make it because either your villain has to have, like you said, a Thanos level, a thing that people can't agree with, even though it's fucked up, but there's a rationale to it,
right?
Or there has to be like this, no rationale, complete imbecile, and you're like, oh, this person exists.
You suck.
You suck.
Yeah.
Thanos doesn't suck. He's just like, God damn it, Thanos. It's like that. So Rambo's knocked out. He's asleep, and you hear Covey leader calling Raven. Kind of gets a Covey leader calling Raven, and then Rambo wakes up like, what the fuck? Talk to me, Johnny. This is Colonel Trautman. And now he's just staring at the radio like, because his acting is like, is this real?
Right.
His face is like,
oh my God, am I back in Vietnam?
I don't know. Imagine waking up like that, where you're like, and then
it must be such a fucking trip that like your
was
reality
he actual Green Beret Vietnam,
or just like some any PTSD war veteran,
like where you did some real shit.
One noise or one thing really fucking
brings you there. You're there,
you're
100%,
there?
and 100%. You're not like it's like you are 100% there.
Yeah. I saw this picture online a while ago of just this Iraq War veteran, and it's like 4th of July, and she's like hiding when the fireworks are going on, and you just see in her face, it's like, oh shit, you're there. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, bro.
That shit can just happen.
Talk to me, Johnny. Come in. Talk to me. This is Colonel Trautman. You know, he says all the names of members of his platoon. This is your colonel. Come in. And then Rambo grabs it and he goes, they're all gone, sir. Rambo, are you all right? They're all dead, sir. Everyone in the platoon. And then the colonel goes, not Barry, Rambo. He goes, he's gone too, sir. He goes, you have to double check that, Sergeant. I promise you, he's not dead. He goes, I just talked to his family. The cancer ate him down to the bone, sir. I'm the last one. And the colonel's like, he's like, oh shit. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're all fucking dead.
He's the last. Damn, that would be a lot. Like, all right. Like, I like that because, like, damn, he would be fine. Like, damn, that's new information. Didn't know that. Mm-hmm. All right. And he goes, it's been a long time, John. They don't want any more trouble. That's why I'm here. I'm going to fly you out of here. No problems. And then Rambo's quiet and he goes, where'd you come from, sir? And the colonel's like, I came from Bragg. I was at Bragg, sir. I was trying to find you. I couldn't find you. They said you weren't there. They couldn't find you. And he goes, everything was crazy. I was in and out of Bragg, but that's where I've been, right? And he goes, Rambo's like, I wish I was at Bragg right now. He goes, well, let's talk about it when you come in, Rambo. And he goes, I can't do that, sir. He goes, Rambo, I'm your friend. I was there with you. I know the blood. I know the guts. I know what happened. We don't want any more trouble. Just come home. He goes, it's that beat shit cop, sir. He just kept pushing, sir. They drew first blood, not me. They drew first blood. Out. Rambo. And then he looks at the sheriff's like, I got a fix on him, Colonel. First thing in the morning, we get him my way. And the colonel's just like, you fucking idiot.
He's going to end up sending a nuke at himself. Or like,
damn.
You know?
So the next morning, we see soldiers everywhere, right? Hundreds. And they're working their way up the mountain. Mm-hmm. And you see them all like, they're all just jogging. As they all jog by, out of the water, John Rambo. You know what I mean? I love that shot, though, of that guy. I'm just like, right? Just like, you dumb motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? They run right. Also, that shit was hard, bro. That shit. I love when a nigga comes up like that.
Out of the water?
Oh, because you're just like, damn, that's hard, you know? And then he spots, like, he takes off running, right? And then a kid spots him, a kid hunting with his dad. And then he grabs the kid and he throws his gun and he throws him down. He looks at him and then he leaves him alive and he takes off, right? Kid goes and tells his dad. The dad goes, just starts shooting at him. All the cops hear it. They start making the way. And now they're all shooting towards Rambo. Rambo gets all the way back to his cave, all right? The sheriff tells everybody, like, hey, we want him alive, not dead. Alive, not dead. Cut to they're having a full shootout with Rambo. But he runs out of bullets, all right?
Okay.
So the guy leading the charge now up there, not the sheriff, tells someone, like, hey, I think he's out of bullets. Go in that mine. And then one by one, they're all like, hell no. And he's like, you, get in there. And he's like, man, hell no. I do this shit part-time. I'm not a real fucking cop. And then one guy's like, hell no, I work down at the drugstore. I'm not going in there. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Which I like is like, hey, bro, you out of your fuck. I'm barely doing this. Yeah, I'm barely doing this.
Hey, I'm already in a shootout. I think I've done more than a volunteer.
Go in and check? Are you out of your...
Hell no.
What?
You do that job, actual cop.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so the sheriff, like, the dude, he goes, okay, Rambo, I'm giving you 30 seconds to come out, or we're going to use this rocket launcher. Right? And they got a motherfucking, like, one of them, like, old school 1982 joints. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just like this. Like, not like the one with, like, the actual, like, the joint that, like, like they shoot like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're planted in the ground kind of joints.
Oh, like a mortar.
Yeah, them, like, they shoot, like,
okay, them
like
junts.
Them junts.
Okay.
So.
Oh, God, military. The military is so confusing.
The one guy goes, maybe we should. It's hard to do, buddy. He goes, maybe we should wait, boss. I don't know about this. And he goes, I'm in charge now. Fire that thing. They load it up. Shoot. Rambo goes, fuck. Takes off running. They blow his hut up, right? So the sheriff and the colonel finally get up to where everybody is. And the dudes, everyone who blew it up, they're now taking pictures around his blown up hut, like celebrating and shit. And they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? You're supposed to wait till I got here, whoop, whoop. And he's yelling at them. And then he goes, dig up the body. Find the body right now. And they're like, okay. Like it hasn't even occurred to them to check.
To check to see if he's still alive.
Because they're fucking idiots. So they're taking pictures.
Yeah, people are people.
Well, especially not real cops.
They're
like, these dudes are like, yeah, of course, we just killed somebody. Look at us.
Yeah, look at us. I can't wait to post this on Instagram 40 years later.
40 years later.
As a throwback Thursday.
So Rambo's under all the rubble.
All
right. And he lights a match, right? And he makes himself like a little torch. And then cut to the cop is talking shit to the colonel about how this dude wasn't so special and he died and how, like, you know, just talking shit about him and like he died a vagrant and he wasn't anything. And then the colonel looks at him and goes, wow, what a way for a national war hero to go out in some hick town by some cop trying to prove something, right? And the cop goes, he killed a cop. He killed a cop. And then the guy looks at him and goes, you're lucky he didn't kill all of you. And the colonel just walks off, right? And the sheriff just keeps yelling like, oh, we did our job. He was nothing. He deserved to die. You know what I mean? Like all that shit. So we see Rambo. He's working on something. Can't tell it what, but he's just working and he's working his way through this tunnel shit. So the sheriff heads back to the office in his station, right? Rambo just keeps working his way through the underground tunnel, and like rats at one point jump on him and like attack him, and he's like, I mean, this scene's gross because it's just thousands of rats. It's so, and he's like, because he's going through like this little like underground like shitty ass tunnel that you know he doesn't know where it goes.
Yeah,
and he's just like, and he fucking gets through that part, and then cut to the colonel and the sheriff are out at a bar having drinks now, and he apologizes. The sheriff apologizes for being out of line, and the colonel kind of doesn't care and all that stuff, and then the sheriff's like, I just wanted to kill that kid. I just want to kill him so bad I could taste it. And then the colonel looks at him and he goes, that doesn't sit well with the badge now, does it? And the guy kind of looks like down at him, like the sheriff kind of feels bad. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, hey, in Nam, me and Rambo got confused a lot too. We had orders, and when in doubt, you kill. He takes a drink. Like, damn, bro. Now I thought that was some real, like, damn, like
that's some real. Like,
I ain't even mad at you, bro. Look, I get it.
Hey, that's war. That's probably not how you should think.
It's not how you should think, but when you're in doubt, sometimes that is how you go.
Let me finish my sentence.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's not how you should think if you're a police officer.
No.
Yeah.
Colonel, yes.
Yeah, even though you could totally get away with it, still shouldn't think like that. But as a colonel, when you're in war, it's like they say, oh, there's no rules in love and war, or whatever the fuck that saying is.
That's what he said. He said, hey, man, it gets confusing because you're killing kids, you're doing things where you're like, what? Wait, what?
What's the morality behind this, and where's like the line? Yeah, that makes sense in war.
But it's orders though.
Yeah,
it's like So I like that conversation. I thought that was dope. And he yells at him and then they get back to arguing, right? And the sheriff starts yelling at him some more, and then they're saying how it sucks that he never got a chance to be face to face with him. And then that's what the colonel says that he's like, I just want to get face to face with him, you know. So Rambo. You see him keep working through the tunnel, and finally he gets to the end, like with some light, bro. And I love it. He's so thankful. Like it's like, remember the scene in Shawshank, bro, where he finally gets through all the sewage and he sees, and he's like, right. Oh, and he just strips. It's like that, where he's like, oh, because you can tell it's like, damn, he didn't know when this thing ended.
Okay,
or if it ended, or
he thought he was gonna be in there for the
long
haul.
If it was gonna get all the way to the end and then that's it. And there was no way out,
and he had to go all the way back.
Yep,
through the rats.
Oh, everything. And you're just like, So he's just like, oh, and he climbs out and he works his way out of the woods, right? And he gets to the road. And he sees all these armored trucks going by, and he fucking waits to the last one, and he times it right, and then he jumps on the top of that bitch, right? Because he's like, on the cliffs, and like they're going slow, and he jumps on the top of that bitch. He fucking crawls to the front, climbs through like the passenger side window, and the guy's like, "What the fuck?" And he puts his knife on his neck, and he's like, "Don't look." He's like, "Don't look. Just keep driving. Drive." And the guy's like, He's like, "What's in the back?" And the guy goes, "M60s." He goes, "Okay," and he throws him out of his car, and then he starts driving, right? So the guy he throws out starts running to another police car and tells him like, hey, Rambo's alive. You just fucking stole my car and took off.
Yeah.
Right. So now they fucking get up on him and they're trying to shoot at him. And then he fucking bumps that car off the road and it like hits another car and explodes. Right. So now he's fucking barreling through a roadblock into town. He barrels right through it. And then he barrels through a gas station. Just right? He immediately hops out, grabs the M60 out the truck, sets the fucking truck on fire, and the gas just throws fire like a matches on that and match on the gas station. So now that's just and then he takes off running. Also, I told you, bro, it's all instinct. It's all like
right.
I gotta cause a distraction. What do I do? I'll blow up the gas
and
station.
maximum damage.
Maximum damage, distraction. That is what you do. It's war. Maximum damage, distraction. This will give me a second or two of time.
Right, and I can think from there, or I can just make my next play from there. Not even think.
I'm not thinking.
Yeah, I can just keep on going.
Oh
Keep
my
on
God.
pressing play.
Because these motherfuckers fucked with me.
Yeah. Oh man.
And now I'm here mentally, So the cop, the gas station blows up, you know what I mean? And the truck, everything, and everybody now's like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Cops are watching from the window, and the sheriff's like, get out there now, see what's going on. So the sheriff, he grabs the mic at the station. He goes, all civilians, I want you to remain indoors. Everyone in the town, remain indoors until further instruction. It's like through all the speakers of the town,
That small of a town.
Oh, yeah, that's super. I mean, we see it's like, super small.
Okay.
It's tiny. That's why I like they go through the town in a second or two. But you see them drive through the town. It's like, oh, it's a super small town.
Okay.
So the colonel comes in, right? And he tells him, Sheriff, you need to clear out while you can. Whoop, whoop. And then the sheriff gets mad. He's like, when I talked to you earlier, you knew he was alive. You knew he was alive, didn't you? And the colonel was like, I suspected. He goes, yeah, I bet you did. You trained him. And he goes, well, he's not going to get out of this place. I'll tell you that right now. And he goes, Colonel's like, you couldn't handle him then. How do you expect to handle him now, Sheriff? Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, at what point in your plan, Sheriff, did you catch this guy?
Also, at what point does the colonel just go, you know what, bro, just go for it?
Yeah. Just let it happen.
I can't. Just go.
Well, because he doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see his friend kill people.
More people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna. He goes. He looks at him. He goes,
It's clear that he's doing this for Rambo, not for them.
Oh, for 100%. He's trying to save him.
Right.
He goes, you're gonna die, Sheriff. And then the sheriff goes, everyone does. And then the colonel goes, I'm the only person who has a chance. And he goes, and that's still a maybe. But if he sees me, he might talk to me. And the sheriff's like, this is my town. I'm not. He coughs.
Yeah.
He starts coughing really bad.
Yeah.
He gets coronavirus. He dies. The movie's weird.
Yeah.
He starts coughing.
Really ahead of its time, this movie.
Oh, it was. He goes, I'm not giving it up to you or Rambo or anybody. Right. And he starts grabbing his guns. Right. And the sheriff takes up to the roof of the station and he starts scanning for him. And the colonel's just like, God damn it. He leaves. So Rambo shoots all the power out in the city, like shoots all the fucking boxes. You know what I mean? So all the lights just start going out.
So it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
Okay,
so now it's completely dark around the whole city, around the whole town.
Okay.
He goes into a hunting store and he grabs everything that'll explode and he stockpiles it. Right. This is all. He shoots all the things. And then the whole time I love it because he's running.
He's always
That's what
moving.
makes he's always moving. So it makes all the action like, damn, what is this nigga doing?
It's like hockey. It's always moving.
Always moving. He is exactly like hockey.
He's hockey.
So
Rambo is hockey.
Rambo is hockey.
Yeah.
He's running, and he's like he sets up all the store with like bullets and just everything that'll explode, and he fucking sets it on fire. Huge blast, right? So now you just hear bullets going off and everything. Like so now everyone's looking at the hunting store like, what the fuck is going on, right? And then Rambo, he's looking at the roof of the station and he sees the sheriff poke his head up to like see, and then he's like he just like clocks him and then he takes off running. You know what I mean? Takes off moving again, bro. Also like, damn, bro, this nigga's so fast and so ahead of you. How many miles ahead? Like he's setting up distractions just so you can see. He's like, where are you at? Because I know you're gonna look for what's going on over here.
But at this point, this is a tragic character. The sheriff is just always gonna believe in himself.
Yeah, you already know what's going on with the sheriff.
Yeah.
You know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So Rambo, then he sees the sheriff on top, so he shoots up the inside of the station, and the sheriff ducks back down, right? And then Rambo sneaks in, and the sheriff's watching from up top, and he's looking through the skylight, like trying to see him. And then Rambo gets right under him and just shoots all of his feet up. It's like his feet and his legs. And the sheriff falls through the skylight. And then he walks up on him, and the sheriff's like, go ahead, you crazy son of a bitch. And then Rambo's about to kill him, and then you hear, Rambo, don't do it. And he turns, and it's the colonel.
Okay.
And he goes, Rambo, you have no chance. Drop the weapon. And then you see just more cops and news, and everyone's outside. I mean, there's no way to get out of this situation without it being
right.
The military's starting to show up. It's like, well, we can't let you kill everybody. You're blowing up a town. You blew up a town. Literally, you did. We got to stop this. We can't let you just do this. 82 or not. Well, this is ridiculous.
You should have left.
Yeah. So, he goes, Rambo, stop. And, they're like, hold your fire. And the sheriff goes outside. He tells everybody, hold your fire. So Rambo immediately goes to the gun shelf, earlier that he saw, and he starts grabbing all the guns out. And then the guy's talking to him. He's like, think about this, Rambo. Rambo's not listening. He's just loading them all up. He's like, Rambo, think about this. There's no exits. 200 men. M16s, all of them. You've done enough damage. This mission is over. Look out there. And he just keeps loading his weapons up. He's not listening. Just loading them up. He goes, it's over, Johnny. And then Rambo goes, nothing is over. Nothing. I love this line. Because this line I saw this in a million times every Grizzly game I ever went to. So every Grizzly game I went to and the game got close, if the game got like super close, they'd play that at the end. Okay. Nothing is over! nothing. And then they play like a bunch of other movie clips that were like really intense, like,
Right.
you know, we're gonna win for the Gipper. Yeah, and it would get
Crowd would get hyped.
Oh my God, like for
Yes.
playoff games.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. Crowd would explode. But I always remember that scene because I hadn't seen Rambo at that time. In my life at that time, I just always.
When did you watch Rambo first?
I want to say first time I ever watched the whole movie, 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it way later in life.
Okay, that's late.
Because everyone kept telling me how great it was, and I was like, I gotta watch this movie. And
I say that's late. I'm 27. I've
Yeah,
never seen it. But,
yeah, dude.
That's late. That's late.
For me, it's late. For me, it was like on a classic like this, something I would have
For
seen
someone
and
who
knew
watches,
about. And,
for someone who watches a lot of movies.
and this movie is on TV. I mean, now you can catch this movie on TV now all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's weird that this was.
We assume if we had TV, I'd imagine.
No, this movie's still on.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have to assume, dude. Certain things, they're on. They're on. Like, yo, let me tell you something right now. Goodfellas, it's on.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now. It's on. I guarantee you.
Goodfellas and Forensic Files. Two things that are always on TV.
They on, bro. Certain movies that are just gonna be on TV, bro. This is one of them. Rambo, it was on TV. It was on TV. It's a phenomenon. Die Hard, it's on TV. This is also Die Hard level. This is Rambo, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you a movie and you're in like one of the 100 greatest of all time kind of thing, then it's like, yeah, bro, you are a classic. I mean, there's only 100 of those. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he goes, nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off. Son said that earlier.
Press the play button.
He goes, you asked me. I didn't ask you. He goes, I come back to the fucking world and maggots protested me. The war, they spitting on me. Who are they to protest? Who are they? They haven't been there. And then the colonel goes, it's all in the past, Rambo. He goes, for you. For you, it's in the past. And then the colonel looks at him and goes, you're the last of an elite group. He goes, back there, I was in charge of $1 million equipment. Here I can't even. He starts, Rambo, I mean, the acting, and this is what Stallone was acting. Balling.
Like really real.
He goes, I can't even hold a job. I can't even hold a job. Ah! And he fucking falls down, he's just crying. And he goes, where is everybody? He's looking around, where is everybody? You know, and he starts talking about something his homeboy used to say. He said, we were going to go to New York. He said, we were going to go. And then we went to the bar in Saigon. And then a kid comes up and he's like, you know, shoe shine. And he keeps asking. And I go, no, I don't want one. And I go to get a couple beers. And my friend's like, yeah, I'll get a shoe shine. And the box is wired. Of course the box is wired. And it fucking blows up. And my friend is all over me. He's all fucking over me. And I'm trying to put them together. And he keeps saying, Johnny, I want to go home. Johnny, I want to go home. I can't find his fucking legs. And I can't find his fucking legs. I can't get it out of my head. I don't know where I am sometimes. I can't put it out of my mind. He's just crying. He's crying. And the colonel walks over. And the Rambo grabs his hand. And then he grabs him and he pulls him down. He's like, ah. 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 Cut to, he's walking out in cuffs. Thank you.
Oh, man. I think...
Hold up. He's walking out in cuffs. He walks past the sheriff's. Remember the evil sheriff being put in an ambulance, still alive. News cameras everywhere on him. Rambo. Credits roll. That's how the movie ends, my nigga. That's how I was like, let me, right there. That's how it ends. It ends with a dramatic scene about PTSD. And that's the first Rambo.
That is ridiculous. First of all, you should win an Academy Award for that last part. That was unbelievable.
Sylvester Stallone really should. I really just used his source material.
Well, yeah, but still, good for you.
Thank you.
I hope they nominate you because that was incredible.
He didn't get it.
Yeah, well, someone probably did a movie about like the French countryside that won.
Oh God, or a
bunch of
piano.
Oscars. Yeah.
Racist piano.
In
that one.
Yeah. But my God, that's how it ends.
That's how it ends, brother.
I
think that's why it's one of the greatest considered one of the greatest action movies of all time because it ends in a way that's like. Could you imagine seeing that in the theaters?
No, that's so real.
Also, I feel like that ending probably didn't test well.
No, it also probably got people thinking like, damn, this is how I treated the people who came back. Because notoriously, we were terrible to the people who came back from Vietnam.
Yep.
You know, not like now where we treat them great.
Yeah, I didn't step on one today.
Yeah. But Jesus Christ. That's how it ends?
That's how it fucking ends, dude.
That's
just like that.
Like, wow.
He's walking out and he's got handcuffs on, cameras on him, credits roll. That's it. Just like that. Wrapped him crying in his colonel's chest.
Wow.
Don't see that coming, man. Even watching it today, I was like, what? Just pull the rug out of you. Yeah. It's just over because you're just like, wait, what? My adrenaline was, we were in the shootout.
Nah, I have to just fucking deal with this?
Yeah. That's how they let everybody leave that theater. It's like, fuck, man.
Ooh, that is some real deal, like...
Which makes it even more interesting.
That's like an endgame ending. Yeah.
I feel like that makes it, you tell me if I'm wrong here, makes it even more interesting. Critics didn't like it because that is a critic loving it.
That's exactly what you want. Like. That's exactly
you don't see that because you can't guess that ending. Right. There's no way you're sitting in the theater watching that action movie because of course you think, oh, he's gonna kill the sheriff and then we'll go from there. No, nigga, that's not how it ended. It just ended with a dramatic scene
about like the realities of war. Jesus.
Just ended with Sylvester Stallone doing real acting.
Yeah. That's crazy. And then they go on to like Fast and the Furious, this franchise.
Oh, well, I mean, you got to, baby.
Okay. But it started here.
Well,
that's heavy. And
what'd you think of First Blood?
And it was awesome.
Can't wait for you to watch it.
It's an action movie.
I
own it.
You own it?
Cool. I like the ending. The ending, obviously, I was like,
right.
I like how it's not like a normal ending because the whole time I'm like, how does he get out of it? It's like, oh, he doesn't really get out of it.
No. Awesome, right?
No, he's just sort of in it. Like he's in it in the sense of like he's in jail or whatever now, and he's in it mentally. He's in this weird mental jail.
Yeah, dude, that's a whole thing about PTSD. Like he's crying at the end about like how he doesn't know where he is.
I wonder what people, because now PTSD is a thing that like, not only do we all know, is that some people use a little too casually now. Not saying that people don't have trauma that they're suffering from, but some people use PTSD for like, do you really have PTSD, or are you just saying that because it's popular to say you have PTSD?
Who knows, man?
Right, but
this guy had PTSD.
Well, clearly, but I wonder what people thought. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what people thought of PTSD back in the 80s. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Probably like you were crazy. Probably gave you lobotomies and shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
did they
that one bird over the cuckoo nest kind of shit?
Was it like a thing that people thought about, or was this a thing that got PTSD in the national consciousness of like, okay, something's up? Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, neither of us were there for that, so we wouldn't know. But, like, I wonder, like, some of our older beaners, if you could just, like, leave us a message and be like, was there a clear shift in what we thought of PTSD pre and post Rambo?
I guess I also like this movie, too, comparing it to a Die Hard. Is like, I like that it's different. They went a different way. Like, Die Hard was like, oh, we're going to give you what you want. We're going to give you the popcorn ending.
Right.
Which is great. You need that, too. You need that in an action movie, too. But I like that this Rambo was like, nope.
You're not going to feel good?
Nope. You're going to leave this theater going, what the fuck did I just watch?
You saw some intense action, and then you're like, oh, they made this really, really real.
Oh, God, Stallone.
Like, extra real.
Yep. And that's First Blood, boys. And girls.
See you next week.
And whatever else you are out there.
Yeah, be you.
You fucking beaners.